You know, salsa is so easy to make at home, and it's a great way to incorporate extra fruits and vegetables into your diet, which we're always asking you to do. Salsa could be made with tomatoes, it could be made with blueberries, it could be made with mango, or whatever's fresh in season. Now, to make a salsa, there are always basics, and the basics would be either a red or a yellow or a white onion. It would be some type of a sweet bell pepper, it could be red, orange, yellow, green even. An acid to balance kind of all the flavors and bring out the underlying flavors like lime or lemon juice, and then some type of an herb, which is generally cilantro. So once you have these basics, you can make a vegetable or fruit salsa of any flavor you would like. For the onion is really just there to kind of give it some extra flavor and a nice little kick. Now, if you want to make sure that you don't cry when you're chopping your onions, keep them in the refrigerator. That's the best way. Or you can wear goggles, gas mask, whatever you might want to do that way. But no, the best way really is to keep it in the refrigerator so it's cold. And then, of course, you do want to step kind of back from the onion as well. And then it's not going to bother your eyes quite as much either. So I'm just going to dice, nice fine dice on that. And you only need, if you're going to make a couple of cups of salsa, you may need a few tablespoons, up to a quarter of a cup or so of the onion. All right, the next ingredient would be your pepper. In this case, I'm going to use a red bell pepper. And when I do, I'm just going to kind of cut around the side like this. And I generally try to take out the center part, and the reason I take out the center part is because that's kind of what repeats on you, and that's what gives it that kind of bitter and harsh pepper flavor. So when we get rid of that, we're just going to dice that up as well, about the same size as the onion. Go across, and about the same amount, so I'd say equal parts, a few tablespoons. So if we have about a quarter of a cup of onion in there, we're going to add about a quarter of a cup of our pepper as well. There's always the option of a little spice, a little jalapeno spice. Now don't forget that for jalapenos and hot peppers, the hottest part is both the membrane as well as the seeds. So if you don't want it particularly hot, you can take those items out. If you want to really make it hot, then you leave them in. Now this I want to cut up fairly fine, fairly small, because I don't want to hunker down into a giant piece of jalapeno and burn my lips. Okay, that goes in. Cilantro. I love cilantro. It's got that pungent, that flavor of the Southwest, that pungent flavor. And the nice thing about cilantro is you can use not just the leaves, but you can also use the stems as well. If you're going to use the stems, though, you want to make sure that that's minced fairly finely. So, again, you're not hunkering into that big old chunk of stem and kind of taking over the flavor of everything else. So we make sure that that is nicely minced. And this, you only need a tablespoon or so of this. A tablespoon or two of that right in there. Now, we're going to balance our flavors with a little bit of lime juice. Lemon, whatever you want to use, whatever you happen to have around. Vinegar, I've seen it done with rice vinegar, with red wine vinegar. But the key would be to balance it. And when we talk about the balance of flavors, especially if it's a sweet mango, you want to balance that with a little bit of sour flavor as well. There's our basics. I add a little bit of salt and pepper to that, and then at that point, I'm ready to add whatever my main ingredient is. And personally, I think that blueberry mango salsa is delicious. Not only are they both superfoods, mango and blueberry, but they build those layers of flavor. We have a nice sweet mango, nice ripe blueberry. We just go right into the bowl with our mango, cutting right across that. Look at that. Nice, huh? The juice in there. And then some blueberries as well. And blueberries are loaded in antioxidants and delicious. And let me tell you, this is fantastic on fish, on chicken, something off of the grill. And how easy was that? That looks great. Great on grilled stuff. Don't have to heat up the kitchen when you're making it. Sweet mango, little spicy jalapeno, perfectly seasoned, delicious.